I don't know if it started yet. I'm gonna give it a few minutes to get into the room. Truckernomics live Q&A. And I don't know what that noise in the background is. Man. What's the week in the room? You guys got any questions? If you see watching on what's it, after the replay? You might not be able to leave no questions, but if you come in the room right now, you see this, leave questions. If you got any questions, put in the chat. All right. Anyway, tonight's Truckernomics episode / Q&A will be about I don't know, this light. I'm trying to block this light. What's going on, DL? How you doing, man? How you doing? Welcome to the room, man. Welcome everybody in the room. See something, hold on. Let me see something here, man. There we go. I'm gonna see how my stuff look and make sure it's pixeled out before I start talking. How do it look? Do I look pixeled out? What's going on, Mark the mailman? How you doing, man? Do my picture look good or do I look pixeled out? Anybody? Am I sound good? Could you guys hear me? Slightly pixel. Dang. Thank you, Dale. Let me see. Chilling. How'd your week go? Week was all right, man. Shout out to Thotty Knoxville. What's going on, man? Hey, is it still pixeled out? Thotty Knoxville, yeah. Dang. I don't know, man. Let me see something. I don't know. When I get up in here, guys, this is actually my cell phone. It look good? It sound good? Okay. Okay, look good and sound good. Okay, cool. All right. You guys got any questions, man? Put them in the chat right now. No? Thotty Knoxville said no. Like, no, it sucks. Know what? What's going on, Rolo Tiggs? How you doing, man? Anyway, so you guys put some questions in here. You guys said y'all can see me and hear me okay, right? So I heard yes up there, so I don't know if it's still stuff could change. But anyway, company drivers, man. I talk to guys, man, and they want to become own operators, man. I tell them there's some qualities they need to have before they even do it, you know. And I'm gonna put it on tonight's. If you guys don't have no questions, I'm gonna go roll with it. Thank you, Dale. I appreciate it, man. Okay. All right, I'm gonna roll with it. I got some you good, so I'm okay. I'm gonna roll with it. All right, so company drivers, man. Some company drivers, they want to be owner operators. It's now a good time to get into the. Okay, we got a question. Good stuff, man. I was hoping to start rolling. Hold on. All right, Rolo Tig says it's now a good time to get into container business. It depends. I know everybody say you always say that, right? It depends on which business you're going with. It depends on which container company you're going with. It depends on how you get into the containers. So, like I said a couple lives ago, man, why I look crazy? Hold on. I'm looking at it up here too. Look, my stuff looks crazy over here, but you guys sound good. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know if it's the reception. Let me not move. Every time I move, it got crazy up here. All right, I'm trying not to move. I'm trying to be a mannequin, like a. Anyway, all right. Rolo says. So what I'm saying, Rolo, is Rolo question was, is now a good time to get into container business? Depends on how you get into it. Now, if you're coming in as a company driver, it depends on what company you go with. Some companies slow, some companies not that slow. Like I said a couple of lives before, the company I'm with, we slow right now. So to come where I'm at right now, be kind of like. It ain't the best idea, but other companies out there running containers right now is kind of busy. They're kind of steady, you know. It's like it's a mixture. So it depends what type of container work you're talking about doing. Are you talking about doing like 53s? You talking about doing 40s to 20s? I think the 40s to 20s they still held up a little bit with that port situation, but 53 is more domestic. So if I was like outside the container business right now about to get in. If it was me, I'd probably roll with some 53-footers because it's more domestic. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my thoughts. But it's a hit or miss either way you go. I will ask the drivers that work for the company you want to get into It depends on how you get into it. If you're coming with your own authority and all that stuff, I would say no, it's not a good time to do it that way. But if you lease it onto a company, you gotta be picky who you choose. And if you're a company driver, it depends on the company you're going with too. So I hope that answers your question, Rolo. Ideal says I care about two things: the net and the ability to expand. Yeah, when you want to grow, DL, exactly. That's what you should care about, man. You want to grow. Ideal says you move the camera, it starts glitching. Maybe the Wi-Fi signal's low. I'm on data right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even on the Wi-Fi, so I don't understand what the. Every time I move it, it do glitch. I'm looking at it up here, but I ain't finna move it right now. Is it cool now? I'm gonna try not to move, man. I don't know, man. It might affect your speed. Yeah, yeah, man. All right, cool, cool. I'm gonna try to be a mannequin. I'm gonna try to just block this light right here and be a mannequin. But Rolo, did I answer your question? I hope I did, man. It all depends on what you're looking to do and how to grow. Like DL said, see, I'm moving again. Like DL said, I care about two things: net, which people don't know what net is. Net is what you bring home, not gross. Gross is what you make overall. Net is what you bring home in your pocket, and the ability to expand, aka be able to scale. So it depends on all you're trying to do. Like I said last week, if you didn't watch the live from last week, Rolo Tiggs, I talk about having a hustle truck and actually, I'm trying to talk about moving my hands. Actually having a hustle truck or actually having the business growth mindset to really grow your business, not just hustling down the road with one truck. Hope that answers your question, Rolo. Come on, somebody, I'm live, baby. Come on, baby. Don't start all that.
Huh?
So don't start all that, girl.
What you mean?
You already know what I mean, kiddo. Hey, I left you a cutie on the counter. You want it?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Okay. All right. So company drivers want to be consider this. If you're a company driver, and you do want to come on operator right now. The market is kind of jacked. So if you want to do it right now, I will have a mentor. That way you can kind of because if you doing Corona, if anybody a company driver could become an owner operator and just throw their stuff in the wind and actually make it work. But now you have to be real. You got to be more tactical right now. You got to be more what's the word I'm looking for? It's the word I'm looking for. You gotta be more intentional. You can't just. It's not the Corona stuff no more. So if somebody want to be an owner operator right now, it's the way you got to do it. It's steps you got to do it. And I would get a mentor, or coach, somebody to really show you how to do it. That way you're not really you spinning your wheels, man. Because right now you can lose a lot right now because it's kind of a recession right now. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got a lot of wiggle room to really mess around unless you got a lot of money just to play with. All right, Rolo Tig says I'm interested in contacting on. All right, hold on. Rolo Tig says I'm interested in contacting on with Hub Group as an owner operator but no experience. What's your thoughts, TNL? Um, Hub Group. I would say this. Hub Group is like a slight smaller version of JB Hunt, but Hub Group pays a lot better. Especially now, Hub Group actually. So I was with Hub Group twice. I don't know if you guys know that, but I was actually with them guys twice. And when I was there, it wasn't a great experience for me. But I know guys is there now after they revamped. Because what happened with Hub Group was they had to do like a revamping. They got rid of a lot of old managers, a lot of old CEOs. They revamped it. So the guys there now, from what I hear from guys saying, they doing pretty decent right now. But I started with Hub Group, so that truck I got right now, I got it through Hub Group. Well, it actually called Comtrack back then, but they got bought out by Hub Group. But um, I would start off with a bigger company. You know what I'm saying? It's man, I'm trying to find an answer to this Rolo without butchering it, like I'm butchering it right now. You don't have to have no experience with them. You can start on operating with them, but you have to still have somebody show you how to run the ropes. Because let's say you get in there and you want to run with them guys, but you still got to know how to run your truck. Because they ain't gonna tell you how to run your truck. They ain't gonna tell you what runs is decent, what runs is crazy. They ain't gonna tell you none of that stuff. You got to figure that out. If you ain't making no money, guess what? It's on you. So you got to figure all that stuff out. So that's what I would say. You just either get a coach or a mentor, or get somebody with the company you go with that's been there for a while, is reliable. Ask them to show you the ropes because you're gonna need to learn it. So that way you're not losing money. Because when it's your truck, it's your business, it's your cost. Hope that helped, Rolo. IDL says, I'll be real with you. It's hard to get a real answer about the average yearly net of owner operators, but I hear that 16K. So to make 100K net, it will require 7 trucks. Does that sound about right? I think DL, I'm gonna read this again, DL. Make sure I'm answering this right. I'll be real with you. It's hard to get a real answer about the average of yearly net of owner op. But I hear that 16K. Now right there, that 16K, talking 16K per month, per truck, per week. Right there. I need you to clarify that a little bit for me. So to make 100K net, it will require 7 trucks. Does that sound right? If you do it right with I think I said in one last video, you could, if you average, I'll do some real quick yearly per truck, 16,000 net yearly per truck. Idea, I'm gonna do some real numbers right here, man. Right quick. Just some real quick numbers for you. And in the good times, now it's some exceptions, there's some anomalies to this, don't get me wrong. But the average owner operator net, I ain't talking about gross, this is net. Average owner operator gross net, not gross. Anywhere between $1,500 a week to $2,500 a week. I know there's a wide spectrum, right? But this is the average. We ain't talking about like exceptional $3,500, $4,000, and $5,000. No, from my experience over the years I've been out here, this is the average. So you take the medium of that. What's that? Thousands? What's that? $2,000. So average owner operated net $2,000. That's between the 1,500 and the 2,500. The middle of that is 2,000, I believe. 1,000, yeah, 15,000. Middle of that is 2,000. So you take $2,000 average per week per truck net. And then you take that, it depends on fuels, a lot of stuff factors into it. I'm just giving you some general numbers right now, but these are average numbers. And my camera like it's sucking right now. Did it stop? So you take that, I would take them that $2,000 per truck, and I would times that times 10. Do you know why I say 10 and not 12? I say 10 because now imagine this is if you are owner operator. Now you got to multiply that by drivers. Are they owner operators? You got to factor that into. Are they company drivers for you? You got to factor all that stuff in. All right, I see other stuff. DL. I'm finna get to that in 1 second. I'm just saying. So you got to take the average of this. So let's take the medium, $2,000 times you driving the truck. Let's say you driving the truck and you that per week. So that's $8,000 average per month. Let's see. Yeah, 2,000 times 4, that's 8,000. 8 times 10. Somebody do the math on that. 8 times 10. I would do it times 10 months because, no, times 10 months, Peanut. Thank you, though. 72? 72 net. Well, that's what it is, 72 net, because I wouldn't add the other 2 months because you got to factor in breakdown time, you got to factor in slow time, you got to factor in truck in the shop time. So I would take 2 months off that year. I wouldn't add the whole year because no trucks run 100% all the time. There's going to be some downtime. That's why I would do it times 10 months. That's what your average is. So you take that average times how many trucks you got average. Now this is average. What's wrong, Peanut? What you doing?
Huh?
What you doing, baby?
I'm feeling cheap.
Okay. So that's average. Remember, owner operators average that's driving the truck themselves between 1,500 net and 2,500 net after tax, after fuel. Now some do more. There's been times where some owner operators don't even do that, but it depends on what you got, what your setup is. So anyway, I spent a lot of time on that, guys. I hope that helped out, DL. Let me get the rest of you got some more stuff up here I'm gonna get to. All right, it says FMCSA is trying to cancel drivers' ability to lease on the carrier. I hear that you are trying to initiate it in January. They're trying to initiate it in January. Is that true? I haven't heard that, but that don't mean it's not true though. I haven't heard it, but that don't mean it's not true. And I don't think they'll be able to pull that off. And I'll explain why I think that in a minute. All right, this yearly per truck DL. The Renaissance says my first week doing rails ain't as bad as y'all make it. Yeah, if you got videos to watch. my first week, my first month doing rails was crazy, man. Renaissance says it ain't as bad as y'all make it. And be honest with you, it got a lot better since I started. They got apps now. They got it's still crazy in it, but it ain't crazy when I first started. So yeah, you might have a better chance of surviving it doing not being so bad as you call it. And my screen look horrible up there. But anyway, the Renaissance, yeah, you probably came in a good time, man. With a good company, they probably got private chats. If they don't, they probably all 53 foot. There's so many factors into that Renaissance. I really can't even begin to break it down on here. But I'm glad it's working out. I'm glad it's working out for you. That's what the bottom line is. All right, 250K per gross per truck, 16 profit. Okay, DL says 250,000 gross per truck, 16K per truck net. With numbers like that, man, what the heck? Girls, what you doing here? Man, hold on, guys. These porn people got to go. Let me see. There we go. There we go. All right. DL, what you? Hold on, let me look. That threw me off, man. 250 gross per truck. To be honest with you, man, it depends on your setup. Depends on what kind of work you got. All that depends on that 250. I know guys doing that with one truck, but they run road. They run a road with that. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of numbers. There's a lot of numbers you got to factor into that DL to get that number. Some guys doing that number, but it's a lot of factors that factors into that. That's what I'm saying. Ain't the average though. I just say that. That's not the average. DL says 48 work weeks times 1,500 per week, and that is 78,000. Okay, I'm sorry, 72,000, 80,000, 80K. Okay, 80K. So you figured that as you been a driver now. Again, it depends on if you got drivers that drive for you. You got owner operators. Oh man, Quandale. I ain't gonna let my daughter hear me say that name, but shout out to you in the room, QD. Anyway, DL, DL says, but is that? But DL says, but that's an owner op driving his own truck, huh?
You just called me?
Did I call you?
Yeah.
I ain't call you, baby. I mentioned your name, but I ain't call you.
Oh.
Okay. None. All right. DL says the owner operator driving his own truck and owner operator having drive and the driver that earns what 500 per week after paying the driver 1,500. You could do it that way too. You know what I'm saying? You could do it that way too, but I don't know. Hold on. Caleb, man. Caleb. Come on now. Sorry, guys. Hold on a second. Man, my door don't fit. This you.
No.
This is you. That's why you laughing.
No,
Come on, man. Don't put that on here, man. That's why you laughing.
That is not me. I don't know. What are you even talking about?
Ain't no Quandale big old dingles on here besides you. That's you. Stop playing. Come on, Smalley. Come on, man. Chill out, baby. Chill out. You know what you're doing. This is you. Ain't no other Quandale nigga. That's you.
No, it's not.
Get out of here.
No,
Get out of here, kiddo.
That's
Come on, man.
That's not even me.
Nah, come on, man. Anyway,
I don't even know who that is. That's not
Smalley.
Dad, that's on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is Tech Sport.
Okay. I believe you. Yeah, man. What's going on? Deal, yeah, man. It's just silly rabbit, man. I like to Quandale. No. Anyway, but man, that threw me out. What was I saying? Oh yeah, up here where DL is like, that's an owner op driving his own truck and having a driver that earns what 500 per week after paying the driver. If you wanna, it depends what type of work your driver's doing. Paying $500 a week, that depends. I would do percentages. That's what I'm saying. The number I gave you off of owner average, what the take home to the truck would be. So if you got company drivers, I would do percentages wise versus just based off that number and pay the driver $500 out of that. I would just Freaking, let me get this Quandale Dingo out of here, man. Let me get this monkey stuff. I hear you laughing. Anyway, I ain't even finna bother. But man, anyway, so DL, did that answer your question, man? But it's a lot of factors into that. Like if you got your own authority, you got different type of work you could funnel through your business. You have you know what, Caleb, man, come on, man, cut the shenanigans out, man. You good? Yeah, it's a lot of factors to that DL, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. Come on, Smiley. That's you, man.
No, no,
Come on, baby.
that's not even me. Who is that?
I find it strange that out of all the time you tell me about the Quandale Dingle, I was up on this live. Who with some monkeys?
I don't know who that is.
Come on, baby.
God, how many times I gotta say myself? I don't know who that is. Who is that?
This is like you're writing all over it, man. This is like you're writing all
No,
over it,
it's not
man.
me.
It definitely
I
is.
don't got no million guy in my profile.
I got you, baby. All right.
Nuh-uh.
Anyway, all right, so sorry guys, sorry about that, man. All right, company drivers consider being owner operator. Now, this, I had some company drivers that they want to be owner operators, even right now in this market, and I would tell them that right now is not the good time to do it. I wouldn't tell them this is a good time to do it anyway. Like I said, you got to be real calculated right now because you will. It's like you can't just become owner operator for more money, man. You got to actually have a plan, a strategy. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys got any more questions, put it in the chat. Shout out to DL for the questions he had. You guys got any more questions, put in the chat so we keep on going. Yeah. Yeah, DL, I'm gonna let it go, man. That's my baby girl, man. I ain't go, but I knew some shenanigans when I seen it, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said I didn't wanna anyway. I'm gonna let it go. I'm good, man. I'm good. All right, company drivers, if you want to become an owner operator, I would say I will become more of a hope somebody catch this. I will become more of an independent owner operator. I got a video coming out breaking that down too, man. It's a difference. I wouldn't be leasing on to nobody right now, unless it's really feasible for me. It's really beneficial for me, and I mean, I would look at a lot of different things to do it. But because right now, man, you really don't have you really don't have the space to really mess up. You know what I'm saying? Like during the corona, you can mess up and bounce back. Right now, things is kind of like really running kind of a tight ship. So if you mess up right now, it could really cost you, could put you out the game. I know people right now selling their equipment right now as we speak. So if somebody want to become an owner operator out there, really think long hard, get a mentor or coach, and really learn the ropes. And I would go all the way with it with my own thing. I would do my own thing, get my own direct customers. But then you still fighting with the big boys. You gonna have a fight. My thing is, if I'm gonna take all the risks like I'm taking, if I'm gonna take that type of risk, if I'm going all the way with it, I'm gonna bet on myself versus me trying to bet on somebody else or something else. That's just my thing. If I was doing the trucking thing all the way, like some of you guys on here on my channel, you guys want to go all the way with it. If I had that mindset, I would do it differently. I wouldn't do it the way I'm doing it right now. This is working for me because this fit my situation. IDL says California wants every owner operator to have their own authority, no leasing on anybody. California is tripping hard, man. You know how many people they can't even. That's what I'm saying about being a company driver. You gotta be able to make decisions, man. I'll get to that probably a little bit later in this live. Brian Hines says, "Are you from Joliet, bro? I noticed a couple of highways signs in one of your videos. Do you feel these big companies are trying to weed out the own ops?" To answer your question, am I from Joliet? No, but I'm also be there. I be out there so much. I'll be out of Joliet a lot. Yeah, the big companies, they are trying to monopolize. They're trying to corner the market, but they can't do it right now. To be honest, right now at this moment, they got a better chance of getting it done the way the market is right now. But I still don't think they're gonna be able to do it because the market is, what's it called? The market share. I think it's the market share. Anyway, a lot of small mom pops have a lot of they occupy a lot of the market space right now, so they can't weed out the. When I say mom pops, I mean like 20 trucks, 50 trucks. That's mom pops. But the big guys with the 1,000 drivers and the 2,000, 3,000 drivers, them the big guys. Now they trying to they trying to like knock out the small mom and pops, the 20 trucks, the 15 and 50 trucks. They trying to knock them out. And you know the guys with the one stop shops like us, like the one man shows, they really trying to knock us out because we don't have we kind of got a bet in the race, but the mom and pops got a better shot at the race than we do as far as like the terminology is fleeing me right now. I know the terminology of this stuff I'm trying to say, but I'm having a brain freeze right now. But anyway, they have a better stake in the race to kind of make more decisions because they do actually bring um, a lot more value to the marketplace than just a one man show. Even though we do our part too, but they are actually the mom pops actually the one holding this whole thing together. The big companies is trying to weed us out, and the small guys. But I think hold on, there's something I want to answer up here too. I think DL had something up here. Um, about where's it at? Did you take it out? DL took it out. Okay, DL, you took all your stuff out. Okay. DL retracted all his statements. Okay, there was something up here about DL had said something about all that 16K per week and all that stuff. It's 16K per. If you do the numbers on it, average it per day. Let's say you use the $2,000, you do that per day. My goal, if I was to get my own fleet of trucks, would be to make minimum $1 million gross. Not gross. Not mean yeah, gross, minimum gross $1 million. So I would take that number, the $2,000 number, and I would times so many trucks times 10 to get my million. Well, you actually only take 6. It don't take that many trucks. I would take 4 trucks to reach $1 million. If you do the numbers right. But I would. That's what number I would shoot for. I wouldn't shoot for no 250. I guess you said 250 per truck. So I don't know. Man. It's kind of a 1 million gross with 4 trucks. Yeah, you could gross. Yeah, with 4 trucks you gross $1 million with 4 trucks. You do it right. But here's the thing. I will try to grow. That's would be minimum I would shoot for. So if 2 trucks won't get me there, I'm not going for 2. I'm going for 2. I told you guys on last live I would go for 6. I would go for 6 trucks. I would have, and I had actually thought this out now. I would have like 4 trucks covering payroll and all baseline expenses, and I would have 2 trucks for profit. Because you know, all your trucks not gonna be on the road at the same time, all the time. You got to factor that in too. So yeah, I would have scaled like that. But I would definitely go for $1 million gross, if not more. If you know the numbers, you can do it. You know how to get your accounts, you know how to keep your accounts. Hey guys, do my pictures still look crazy, man? Or do they look decent? All right, DL said if you net 25K power truck, 20. Okay, I guess a typo per truck. It would take about 40 trucks to net 1 million per year. I don't have my calculator in front of me, but 40 trucks to net. You sure, DL? You put the numbers in for that already? That's like you trying to throw that in the air. 25K per truck. It would take 40 trucks. That net. Man, my phone, my calculator is right here on my phone. I can't even use it right now. I'll show whip it out in a minute. Start doing some numbers. Net. Okay, well, okay. I'll get to it 1 second, DL. Brian Hines says, do you feel other large blue Democratic states like Illinois and New York will follow the lead with our new truck laws they're passing? I don't think so, but you never know. This for Brian Hines. I don't think so, but you never know. I think New York. I just heard not too long ago. I think it was the other day. As a matter of fact, I heard New York State. I don't think it's New York City. I think it's New York State. Talking about like a 20, 30 something. They want all electric trucks or something. You can't come up in there with no combustion engine or something like that. Now don't hold me to that. That was just a hearsay from a person talking truck talk. That's all. So I thought I heard that from this person. Don't know. So that's what I say. I kind of think they not go follow suit, but you never know, man. Because at the end of the day, you got to figure. I'm gonna say this cautiously because I know this is YouTube, and people watch. So I'm gonna say this: you got people that's pulling strings behind. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors in this business. A lot of politics. It's a lot of American Trucking Associations. If you guys don't know what that is. Down to people who come to the meetings, they go to all the different things and kind of like how they say so about the trucking industry, the national averages of pays and all that stuff. In case you guys didn't know, So it's a lot of strings get pulled in the background. So we just looking at, oh, the diesel prices are, oh man, they're trying to force us to go to electric trucks. It's bigger than that. It's a lot bigger than that. That's why I say it's a lot of politics in this business. So I'm just a small dude on YouTube. So YouTube, I'm nobody. I'm just a dude on YouTube talking. So don't mind me. All right. DL said, yeah. Justin Bieber said, I met you in the summer. You did? Shout out to you, man. Shout out to also too. Shout out to subscribers, man. I met the subscriber. I met a subscriber in Joliet. Was that you? Recently, I met somebody in Joliet at a truck stop. And that I think it's that Route 66 truck stop. I think it was. Anyway, shout out to you, man. Glad I was able to meet you. All right, Brian Hines says California already passed that law. I'm pretty sure California being a trendsetter, man. Trendsetter. They trying to like, man. I don't even want to talk about California. I remember on YouTube. Yeah, I understand that. Justin Bieber says, and the heartbeat sound. Justin Bieber, what's up? What we talking about here, man? Oh, heartbeat sound on the Android. Okay. Ideal said that's the math. If you can net 25K per profit per truck after paying the driver, fuel and truck payment and insurance. You can net 25K per truck per month. Ideal is that per 25K per truck per month. What's going on, Pop Tart? Good night to you too, Pop Tart. Thank you for stopping through. Yeah, I mean, yeah. The numbers is there, man. Like I say, men lie, people lie, numbers don't lie. So you do the numbers on it. Like I say, I'm just right now talking. If I have my calculator in front of me, my average, knowing what I know average owner operators make, because I noticed I've been doing this for over 10 years now as an owner operator. I'm talking about. So I've seen a lot of. I don't know everything, but I've seen a lot of averages as an owner operator. So if I just put down some numbers, man, $1 million it ain't. I see you, Pop Tart. All right, Bob Jones says, what percentage of truck drivers run drugs? And what's your opinion on Jimmy Hoffa and the truckers union? I don't know about Jimmy Hoffa and the truckers union because I'm not part of them guys. You know who knows about the union good? The UPS dudes, man, and YRC. I don't know what kind of union they got, man, but they got some pull, man, from what I've seen. I don't know what this is. Hold on. I don't know what percentage of drivers on drugs, Bob Jones. Sorry about that. I don't know, man. Half the stuff. I didn't have to cut you off. I cut you off? Who cut you off? I cut you off? What you mean? I'm confused. Justin Bieber, it's on the Android quality. Yeah, it is, man. Shout out to Android, right? Sorry. All right, Pop Tart going truck says gone. Got to check in. Okay. All right, good night, Pop Tart. All right, Pop Tart said Justin Bieber sing her a song good night. All right, DL says year 40 trucks times 25K can be 1 million net. That'd be the number I shoot for, DL. I want to shoot nothing less. I want to shoot for nothing less. I would say gross because that's more reachable without you burning yourself out to learn the ropes. But if you already got the skills to pay the bills to get it done, shoot for 1 million net. Why not go for the crown? That's what I'm saying. That's Android. This is Android. Because every time I move, it get crazy up there. EJ Phoenix, shout out to the $5, man. Thank you, EJ. I appreciate it. All right, Justin Bieber said you didn't have to cut me off. Justin Bieber says make out like it never happened. All right, Justin Bieber, I don't know what you got going on, man, but we'll roll with it. So DL, I got a question for you. Do you have a trucking company right now? If so, how many trucks you got? And where you trying to go with it? That's a question for you, DL. All right, while DL trying to do that, while I ask DL that, anybody got any more questions, please put in the chat. If you guys have questions, want me to answer it. But company drivers, if you want to be an owner operator, man, you gotta learn how to make decisions. You gotta know how to grow your. Hey, Justin Bieber, are you trolling me, man? This is a troll action going on? Or are you serious, man? What are we doing here? California girls are unforgettable. All right, Justin Bieber. You sure I met you, man? Or was that in your dream? IDL. Trucking ain't dead. Drivers just scared. LOL. Young Jeezy voice. Yeah, man. I mean, you gotta be cautious though. You know what I'm saying? You can't be. I get what you're saying, but you gotta be cautious out here, man. The problem with a lot of drivers is they don't know where they want to go. Like hearing you talk on here, I can tell you got a plan. You want to get something out of it. You want to get to the next move. You want to grow something. Like you say, you want to grow in scale, and you'll think up there. So you actually got a plan. A lot of people don't have plans. They just get out and say, "I'm finna get a truck, I'm finna run, buy more trucks, I'm finna run, buy more trucks and run." And then they realize, oh, I can't keep these trucks filled with drivers. I can't keep this work on the trucks. I can't keep these trucks at the shop. And then they realize that they no plan is not working. So if you got a plan, anything can work when you got a plan. You got to have the audacity, the tenacity, and long stick to it tiffness. I think I said that right. You gotta be able to stick it out and have some consistency with it. And then you'll see the benefits of having like of working the way you work for trucks and your trucking company. But a lot of people don't do it. They got the shiny object syndrome. Oh, this is working. I'm finna get on this. Oh, this ain't working like I want. This is working. I'm finna go over here to this, and they get nothing done. Years pass by. Hey Jesse, feels like a party every day. All right, Jesse Bieber, you on some nonsense.com, man. All right, DL says I don't have a company, no trucks yet. I can buy one right now. Do you want to buy? Do you want to run a company? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Caleb, man, come here.
Yeah.
Smalley, what's up?
I'm on TikTok. About it on there.
Come on, why you laughing then, baby? What's up?
Look at this.
I don't have no music on that, but we'll get striked. Turn it down. That's you right here?
No.
This you Justin Bieber? This you?
Oh.
This is you?
Let me see. Oh no.
Is that you? All right. I don't know. I don't know. Come on now, man. That's you? All right, DL said that's the problem. I could buy a truck, but I will have to find a driver, find work, and give up my company drive to take the risk. Now, right now, I need to take more time to get myself prepared. Oh, DL, actually, man, you could buy a truck. I'm just saying, I ain't saying do this. It's just something you want to know. You could buy a truck, have a driver. Thank you, EJ Phoenix. Appreciate it, man. EJ Phoenix says, I'm gonna get to you 1 second, DL. I got a shout out to EJ. EJ Phoenix said, I appreciate the nuggets you drop every week. Salute. Shout out to you too, man. Salute. Thank you for showing up. You know what I'm saying? This is the purpose of this channel to help out. Idea, what you could do is you could buy a truck. You don't have to quit your job. You could buy a truck, lease on with a company. Now, when you lease on to a company, I'm just saying this is just some ideas you could have. You could lease on to a company, and sometimes the company could supply your truck with drivers, or you could find a driver yourself, run through the company with the company leased onto, and they find the work, and you get paid. Now, what you're responsible for, if you don't want to do it yourself, you can still keep your company, your company, your company job. You can still keep that, but you have to be able to access to like you got to step away and take care of like your truck break down, make calls to get your truck towed and get your truck fixed, have mechanics on deck, and have some roadside on deck, have a mobile guy and a stationary mechanic on deck. You got to have a team, you know what I'm saying? But you don't have to quit your job to buy a truck to get to work for you. You can keep your job and still have a truck. This is a nugget for you, DL. All right, DL says, but yeah, I have dreams of owning trucks because of the income they can create. It create a lot of income, but it depends on what you like. How I want to say this. Here's the thing, DL. I'm gonna say this. If you just want to create more income, there's other ways with less overhead. Because you got to factor in this. Let's say your name is on. I'm gonna just say something. Just give not. I'm not trying to deter you. Now I'm just gonna give you a little idea of what I'm talking about here. If you do something like that, if you have like a bunch of trucks on the road, then yeah, I would say quit your job and go full time and hire staff and keep it going, right? But then what I was saying is that also too is chicken. That text, man, I don't know what's going on tonight, guys. What's up with this chat, man? But you create more income besides taking on overhead. Because here's the thing. I'm finna focus. I'm finna focus. I ain't finna look at the chat right now. So let's say you buy a bunch of trucks. You got a company growing. It's two things you got to factor in. One thing is you got to factor out how to grow your company. Second thing is you got to factor out how to protect your company. Because if you just want to make more money, you got to factor in the risk. Because if you have an accident, your name on the side of the door, and somebody want to go for suing somebody, guess who they go sue? The name on the door. They go sue the bigger pocket. So you got to know how to protect your company too. So you got to evaluate the risk of what you're taking on before you just, you know what I'm saying? Because trucks, it's a lot of moving parts. You got drivers that they could be. I can't count the accidents that I've had. You know, not lately, but like a while ago when my mind was not in the game and I had an accident. My mind was just family. Something was going on. My mind was in the game and I had an accident. But I didn't have to factor it in because I had the insurance or the company. Actually, I was a company driver a lot of times when that happened. So the company had to cover that with their insurance and all that stuff. They'd take up all that stuff. So that's what I'm saying. So you got to factor in if you want this more income. There's other ways to make it with less risk. You know what I'm saying? Everything got risk, but it's levels to risk. That's all I'm saying. So you just want to actually just own a bunch of trucks and start a trucking company, have a big company growing up. I mean, just grow a big company. There's ways to do that too, but just understand the risk. What's your risk tolerance? That's all. Now, the nugget I gave you a few minutes ago about having a one truck while you lease onto a company with that truck, and then you still work your job. That's for like a small situation, like what I'm talking about, not nothing big. But if you want a bunch of trucks, you got to factor in a lot more things: personnel, lawyers on deck. You got to have your dream. I call it the dream team. You got to have your dream team for stuff like that to protect you. Because when the more money you make, that $1 million you talking about making, you better believe some people go try to come out your pockets, man. There's people coming out your pockets when you making $250,000 a year, $200,000 a year. They trying to come out your pockets. Let alone you make $1 million. You could be like a target. It's gonna be a target in your back. That's all I'm saying, DL. I ain't trying to discourage you. I'm just saying I will factor in all of that. So anyway, got any more questions, guys? Please put in the chat. But Andrew West says a bunch of trucks equals a bunch of. What's going on, Andrew? Said a bunch of trucks / drivers headaches. They could be. They could be. Like if you guys understand corporate, I'm gonna say this. If let's say you guys had let's say you had like 10 trucks, right? I would say 1 to 4, probably 1 dispatcher. 4 to 8, probably 2 dispatchers. Depends on how you want to stretch your dispatchers out. Then I will see how much factor in the money, what the money revenue being generated from the 4 to 8 trucks. 12 trucks, probably 3 dispatchers, whatever. Then I'll have a manager. I'll have a manager to manage the drivers. That way I'm not taking the headaches. I'm gonna pay you a certain salary to keep these headaches from coming to me. If it reaches me, that means it's to the point where it's beyond the management control. So you know what I'm saying? So if I had a bunch of trucks with a bunch of drivers in it, I won't take on them headaches. I had a board meeting headaches or the meeting with the FMCSA and DOT people headaches, but I'm not gonna have the headaches of drivers. I will pay for less headaches. I would just say that for me personally. But it got to make sense on paper. So, but if you just doing it all yourself, like I know some guys that got 15 trucks, they doing it all themselves, man. And I mean, they stressed out. You talking about stressed out? They stressed, man. I said, man. I told one of my guys, I said, man, you might want to hire some help, man, because you ain't looking too good, man. He making money, he keeping the truck drivers running, and they tearing up stuff, all type of stuff, man. And I said, you need to hire some help, man, because the money good, but is it worth your health at this point? I'm just saying. All right, anybody got any more questions? Please leave it in the chat. All right, so company drivers. Wait. Okay, no. It's just delay. It's a delay on my phone. Anyway, company drivers. You want to be an owner operator, man. Just learn how to make decisions. Learn what you want to get out this game. Whether you want to hustle truck or you want to grow a business. You're still a business the way it goes, but it's about how you operate that business. And if I was to grow a bunch of trucks, like I said a few minutes ago, learn corporate structure. corporate structure. Even if you one truck starting off, learn the structure so when you start growing, it's second nature. You don't wait till you get like so big where you try to figure stuff out. Learn it before you get to that point and treat it like a real business, man. I mean, really have an accountant on deck, how people really do different things. That's if you want to be owner operator. But company drivers, man, you got to just understand you got to be able to make decisions. You got to be able to know how to run numbers. You got to be able to be more responsible. You got to be able to. What's one thing I'm missing? I really want to touch on that too. It's one thing I'm missing on top of my head right now. But anyway, you want to have at least these things. You want to have at least these things in your mind before you do that. Because you can't make a decision, don't become an owner operator. Because you got to make a lot of decisions. Like last week, I had a decision to make, which was it would have cost me a lot of money if I would have made the wrong decision. But either way it go, I had to make the decision. But it'll cost me, but not as much as it would if I made the wrong decision. So if you indecisive, I see guys out here right now. They so indecisive, man. They like just I don't know what to do. I said, man, you gotta do something. You gotta do something. I did a video about that. Owners gotta make decisions because when you're an owner operator, man, it's so many things you gotta factor in. You gotta build your own healthcare plan. You gotta build your own life insurance plan. You gotta build your own retirement plan. You got to think project out like where you want to be in some time because then you got to make your truck move a certain way to reach that number by a certain time. It's so you got to build everything yourself. Like when if you're a company driver, the company do all that. They got your 401k probably set up already. They got your benefits packages already probably packed in there somewhere. Taxes already come out. So all you do is run certain runs, get your money, and what you see to your pocket is yours. You know what I'm saying? Besides deductions. When you're on operator, man, you gotta be able to do all that on your own. And there's nobody, I don't know, nobody out here that's out here just passing out that knowledge. Like, hey man, did you know when you're on operator, you gotta do all this? You gotta factor in when you see your settlements, when they are kind of decent, you can't spend everything. You gotta put some money up. Like I had this one person tell me that they work I don't know. They make decent money, right? And they said, man, I don't make enough money, man. I said, man, well, we sat down and did the numbers. They seen they actually did make decent money. They had a spending problem. But I told them one thing. I said, hey, man, when you get your check, is that all yours? Or do you got to break some stuff off with some bill collectors? Not bill collectors, but like Uncle Sam and them. They're like, oh, it's all, man. All they come out. I said, really? And that's all what you got? That's what you got left? And he make decent money, man. I mean, decent money. He ain't too far behind where I'm at, but he got a skill. That's what I'm saying. He got skills that that allow him to make that much type of money. But his man was thinking, I don't make enough money, and he do. He make decent money. He just got a spending problem. So that's what I'm saying. But all that's your money. When you're an operator, all that money ain't your money, man. Don't spend it all, especially in times right now. All right, here we go. All right, Jay says, how you heard of on operator getting a contract with a company that ships on a port or rail yard? When you say, have I heard about a company getting a contract, on operator getting a contract, you mean like with the steam lines, with the brokers? Well, I'm gonna say this, and then I want you to answer me, Jay. You talking about as far as like having a contract with coming as a drayman company, as far as another carrier. So you come in as a partner, where you handle overflow freight for the ports I can't speak on ports. I can speak on rail yards. For the rail yards, or are you talking about you got direct contract with the steam lines? Like a dedicated lane with the shipper straight. Carriers could do that. I would say carriers could get dedicated lane with shippers, direct customers. That's what it's called. Carriers could do that. Like if you just a one man show. Because here's the thing: when you go to a carrier, they want to know you be able to handle their workload or the workflow. So you come in one truck and they got like 20 loads getting moved a day, you can't handle that. You know what I'm saying? They want to give it to you, but you can't handle it. So if you got the numbers and you're a carrier and you're a legit business, you could get contracts with direct customers where they ship via rail yards or intermodal. You could do that, but then you still got to partner with the rail yards because you got to go through UIA to get to the rail yards and stuff to be able. Because then you might have to use they chassis, because you may have to take their chassis and their boxes to go to the customer to get the freight. It says, all right, Jay says, example, Evergreen is on a rail, is on rail yards. So I can count them for a lane. I think you probably got to go through a broker. If you got a brokerage, I think they deal with brokers. Now I'm not 100% on that. From what I've heard, you got to contact them through a brokerage because they deal with brokerage, and brokerages contact the carriers. So Evergreen, Maersk, Haypag, CMA, and all them guys, because they deal with rails. But you still got to go through the rail yard though. You still got they the gatekeepers, man. UIA is still the gatekeeper. So even if you do go on with these guys, because when you go on the UIA website and you apply, you apply with them guys, you got to register with all these steam lines on that. You got to register with what you want to take your insurance, rather. Then once you register with them, then you better be authorized to haul a freight or they boxes out of the rail yard. You see what I'm saying? Now, everybody that goes in UIA don't always register with all of them because you may not haul Evergreen all the time. You may haul in your area where you live, you may haul a lot of Haypag boxes. You may not be a lot of Evergreen popping over there. So you know what I'm saying? So it differs. It just there's so many things to factor into it. But Jay, I hope I answered it without butchering it, man. But I try to over deliver. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that, but I try to over deliver, man. I don't want to know. Well, I understand kind of what you're saying, but I kind of don't know. Nah, I try to throw so much out there. Where you're like, oh, hey, enough, no more, no more. So that's what I try to do. But yeah, UIA, you got to go through them guys. Hope I answered your question, Jay. All right, company drivers. I'm gonna be on a little bit longer, guys. I ain't gonna be too much longer. It's almost been an hour now. Okay, I'm glad, Jay. Really appreciate that, man. No problem. Any company drivers out there who want to be owner operator, man, I would say this, man. Really consider what you're doing. Don't play no games when you get out there, man. Really go all with it. Go ham or go home. You know what I'm saying? And I will have a plan and a strategy. I won't just get out there to do it. I will get out there with a 5-year plan, a minimum 5-year plan, and I will start attacking and stick to the plan, man. Because if you don't, you'll be out here 20 years, 30 years, and still in the same position you was in when you first got into it. Even as a company driver, some company drivers still keep hitting the reset button. But owner operators take on more risk. So I would just say that's why I'm toward the owner operators. Company driver want to become an owner operator because the devastation could be crazy, man, if you do the owner operating thing wrong. Really, you come in one way and leave out worse than you came in financially. All right, Jay, is there a way I could contact you? I could contact you. I'm thinking about making some moves in the future and would like some talk to Ben. I'm butchering that like a mug, man. Is there a way I can contact you? Because I'm thinking about making some moves in the future. I would like some one-on-one to talk to who's been in the field. Yeah, man. I got an academy, man. But like I say, now Jay, I'm on my phone. I keep messing up. 1006 scoop email. I tell you guys what. I tell you what. This the number to contact me. Text, book a call to. I can't even get it, man. You know what? I could get it. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me pull it up right now. I can't pull it up on what's the name. All right, so I can't see the comments either right now, so I got moving my screen. All right, the number to get in contact with me, you text, book a call because this number is a business line. It's not personal, so it's 224-704-1932. Text, book a call to 224-704-1932. And the email for those who want to email me, if you feel better, email is truckernomics22@gmail.com. Truckernomics22@gmail.com. It's TRUCKERNOMICS22@gmail.com. I don't know why I didn't think of pulling it up before. No, don't call me right now. I'm on live. Whoever they're trying to call me. Textbook a call. Textbook a call real quick. Don't because people who call me, I'm gonna say this too. I'm glad that happened. Hold on. I'm glad that happened. Because sometimes the people might have called that number just calling. I'm not. It's not that type of line, guys. It's not. It's the business line. I value my time, so don't call and try to get on the phone. Like I had one guy texting me, and this dude like harassing me, man. I'm like, dude, like, bro, like this ain't what this is, man. What do you think this is? So this number on here in this email is a business only, guys. It's business only. It ain't personal, man. So if you don't want some personal stuff, don't call it. You don't get no answer. If you on business, I will answer. So that's just a heads up. So people watching the replay, you understand too. So it ain't personal. But yeah, Jay, I hope that answers your question, man. What we at? 55 minutes. Anybody got one more question or any more questions before I get off here, guys? I'm trying to answer some stuff and drop as much knowledge because I get a lot of emails about questions. And I don't think the people who send me emails, I don't think they show up to these lives, man. So hopefully when I get these lives built up a little bit more to the point where I got more people coming in, I will add a phone line to it so you guys call in versus me just answering through the chat. But I got to see the demand first, you know what I'm saying? That's just the business side of me. I got to see the demand for it. So right now it's like I think I'm like a month in doing this, being consistent. So I'm gonna try to keep this up, Lord willing, and keep these lives going, guys. And we'll grow it more. So you bring your questions, man. You got any questions? I can answer what I could. You know what I'm saying? I don't do one-on-one coaching no more. So in case you guys wondering, I don't do one-on-one coaching no more because it was taking up just too much of my time. You know what I'm saying? My time's too valuable at this point. All right, DL said, if you worked in it, DL said, if you weren't in trucking, what would you do to build your dream life? That's a good question, man. I would be a coder. I would be a full stack developer. I would have if I wouldn't be that, I would be with a job where I make six figures. I could work remotely because I want my time. So that's what I would do. And then from there, oh man, it's a whole litany of things I'd be doing to build my dream life. Which I'm doing it now. I'm just going the trucking route because this is what I'm in. I'm in trucking. So, but that's a good question, DL. Thank you, man. But anyway, anybody have more questions, guys? Before I get out, it's on here. I'm trying to go an hour before I skedaddle, man. This lives are flowing pretty good, so I'm gonna leave it from up. In case you guys don't know, if the lives go kind of stagnant and they don't be like full, I'm gonna take them down. But if it's questions in here and I got a topic to touch on and it's flowing, you know what I'm saying? Other besides my little daughter situation with that going on earlier. Besides that, you know, that's a little snafu. But hey, I'm at the house, man, with all respect, man. But other than that, if the lives are good, then I'll leave them up. So anybody got one more question before I skedaddle? Anything going on here, guys? And shout out to all the subscribers too. Matter of fact, I'm gonna shout everybody in the room before I bail out. I'll try to do this. Try to make this a habit. Shout out to Brian Hines. Shout out to Justin Bieber. Shout out to Bob Jones, Pop Top Trucking, Pop Top Drone Trucking. EJ Phoenix, shout out to you. Shout out to Tech Force. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to 1006 Scoop. And shout out to DL. All right, DL says, after you made your 100K software development, how would you invest it? Uh, I would develop. I would invest it into community development, real estate community development fund. I want to be in. That means I want to be the one actually going out with the properties and stuff myself. I want to invest in a corporation who are already doing that. Well, a company who's already doing it. They have crowdfunding. I would look for my 8 to 12% return on my money. That's one place I would park it. Another place I'll park it in physical assets like real buildings and stuff. Like physical buildings, but that would be my main thing. My main thing would be digital because I won't be able to make more money while I'm sleeping than I'm woke. That's the thing. It's only so many hours in a day. Don't be Jay Morrison though. No, I won't have a crowdfund myself. I'll invest my money into a crowdfund deal. No, I be honest with you, I bought a Jay Morrison. I had a Jay Morrison course. I bought his course. I bought his course. His course is pretty. It was okay. I mean, and I heard about the thing he had going on with the whole Black Wall Street thing, and I think some guys saying he was a fraud, and you know, there's a whole big thing about that. I don't know. I don't know. But no, I won't start. I won't start no crowdfund myself. I would be an investor. He's been on blast for fraud. Hey man, hope you worked that out. I bought the course, man. I bought one of his courses and it was okay. So, what he got going on after that? I have no idea, man. But thanks for the heads up, though, DL. But anyway, that's what I would do, man. I would be about buying back my time at this point, DL. So I hope that answers your question, man. Thank you for the question too. Anybody have more questions, guys? If I get out of there, got one more minute. One more minute. Try to go an hour before. Uh-oh, too late. Let these hours up. Anybody got a question? Put it in real quick before it's over with. Anybody? For once? Or twice? Gone. Anyway, all right, YouTube. Hope this live was helpful. Great night to you too, DL. You guys to understand what's going on here. Trying to drop nuggets here every Sunday night, Lord willing. And we'll go from this point forward, guys. We'll keep on striding. I'll see you guys next video. All right, guys. Peace.